Hi everyone, it's Pip here from pipandnut. I'm in my kitchen today and I thought over the next few weeks I would share some of my favourite recipes with you. Expect to see kind of simple recipes that are given an extra little added twist to kind of maybe surprise your friends, your flatmates, your family, whoever it is that you're living with at home. Today we're going to do a banana bread. Now I couldn't resist. I know it's a little bit obvious, but banana bread is one of my favourite things to bake, partly because it's just so simple. But the great thing about this banana bread is that I've given it a little twist at the end. Once it's all baked, we're going to slice it, we're going to toast it, which gives it a really nice kind of crispy outside. And then I'm going to show you how to make a really nice kind of whipped peanut butter to go on top and a raspberry coulis to go around the outside. So yeah, it's super tasty, really simple, but a great one for like a weekend breakfast if you're sort of looking to treat your friends. First things first, the thing with banana bread is that it's all about the bananas that you choose. So if you've got a few bananas at home that you've sort of bought at the beginning of the week and now have gone a bit bad, you're looking for something that's like all brown and spotted, definitely not something that you'd want to necessarily eat, and they're perfect, so don't throw them away because you can use them in this recipe. And what you want to do is you want to be mashing them into kind of like a kind of pulpy mash. This method of making banana bread is all about kind of macerating the bananas into a fine pulp and creating kind of a wet mixture so that then you can add the dry ingredients and combine. Now the added twist though with this particular banana bread is, of course, I'm going to be using peanut butter. So it's going to be a peanut butter banana bread. And the peanut butter I'm going to use is the ultimate. So we've literally just launched this product. The peanuts have been extra roasted, so they've got a kind of almost like a coffee note that comes through, but they're really kind of punchy flavour, which works really well in sort of like baking, because if you're trying to get kind of an extra nuttiness through, like our ultimate will do just that. It's also really just good on sourdough if you just want to have it in the morning. So yeah, I've just launched this one. So what you want to do is you want to add your peanut butter to the banana mixture, get every last bit, and then you want to get 2 eggs, 2 medium eggs, to add into the wet mixture. Sort of beat the eggs before you add it to the mixture. Cool, and just add it in. So just give that a good stir. I've also got some melted butter here. So the melted butter, in total there's 70 grams that I've already pre-melted, and it's unsalted butter. So the consistency you're looking for is a little bit like this. Let me show you. So you can see kind of the banana pieces kind of flowing through there. So now you've done the wet ingredients, it's now about combining the dry ingredients together. So first things first, you want to get your kind of plain flour. So I've got 190 grams worth of plain flour here. Now I'm going to use a dark muscovado sugar, and the reason why I've used this particular sugar is because it almost gives it like a molassesy kind of caramel notes that run through this, which works really well with that kind of peanut butter. So in total I've got 200 grams of dark muscovado that I'm going to add to my flour. I've also got 2.5 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and also half a teaspoon of salt, and that again goes into the dry. And last but not least, I've also got some chopped dates here, so you can see them there. So I've got 5 chopped dates, kind of roughly chopped up, again to add in there. And what those do is they add almost like a kind of again, more caramelly notes, and they kind of, some of them stay a little bit whole and kind of melt into the banana bread. So again, super tasty. So just roughly kind of combine this together before you add the wet ingredients. Right, so in it goes. As much of it in there as possible. And then just fold it in with your wooden spoon. Okay, so I'm happy that's fully combined now, and you want to now add it into your baking tin. So I've already pre-lined a large baking tin ready to go. So just pour that in, every last drop, and then just give it like a little tap. And what that does is just help, and a bit of a shake, it just helps set the banana bread in. Now I've already preheated the oven at 160, and it goes in there for about 45 to 50 minutes until you can see it kind of rising up, and when you put a skewer in there, it comes out clean, and that's when you know it's done. So whilst the banana bread's in the oven, it's time to get on with your different toppings. So you're going to make the whipped peanut butter first. So what you need for that is 150 millilitres of double cream, and you've got to whip that up. I actually don't have an electric whisk, so I'm going to have to do this one by hand, so bear with me. And if you don't want to use cream, if you're vegan, you can obviously, there we go, you can obviously kind of use coconut yogurt, or if you just don't want to whip the cream, just go for yogurt altogether. So you can see that's kind of in soft peaks there. I'm going to stop that now, not to overwork it. You want to add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. So I'm using our Ultimate again, just because it's super tasty. And then also you want a tablespoon of honey, which is super tasty. Then into that, you also want to add a good pinch of sea salt. What I love about this is that it's that kind of sweet and savoury that we're going to go for. It's one of the reasons why I love peanut butter so much, is because it's that sort of melding between things that are sort of sweet and savoury, and it's just so tasty. And then you just gently fold in. And the great thing about this topping is that it sort of melts onto the warm banana bread. So it's worth the extra kind of effort that you have to make to do this. So you're looking for that kind of consistency and colour. And then also to make the coulis, really simple. So in here I've got 100 grams of raspberries. You can use any other raspberries or berries that you want. I've also got 25 grams of just regular sugar, and then a good squeeze of lemon to kind of counteract the sweetness. And then you just want to kind of simmer that on the stove on a really gentle heat until it sort of breaks down, and that should take 2, 3, 4 minutes. Okay, so the banana bread is now out the oven. Just leave it for 20 minutes to cool a little bit in the tin, and then after that just take it out and leave it on a wire rack to cool completely. Okay, so we're ready for the fun bit now. So just peel back the banana bread, and what we're going to do first is toast it. So just slice it into nice chunky slices. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to toast this in a dry pan on both sides for a couple of minutes until it's nicely toasted. So just to finish, you want to put just a nice spoonful of your really tasty whipped peanut butter on top. Good drizzle of raspberry coulis. And then I like to finish with just a few extra berries on the side. So there you have it, a lovely toasted banana bread with a whipped peanut butter and a raspberry coulis with some extra berries on the side. And trust me, your friends, family, whoever it is that you're living with will absolutely love this. It's such a treat on a sort of Saturday morning. Enjoy.